Hey, Maine First Media followers. I'm Sean Ross Still, the host over at the original Ross Perot page, and I'm here today to tell you about a new podcast that's kicking off on Maine First Media, and that is the Surgeon General's Warning. Oh, gotta get the lint out. Yes, sir. So, here we are. We're going to do a little bit of a cigarette break here, since I got a little bit of ranting to do, considering what's going on in the world today, especially with Kaepernick, the ex-football player from the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, this guy won't even stand for the American anthem. Can you believe this crap? I can't. You imagine if I didn't put my hand over my heart? Jesus, it would be the end of this show, I'll tell you that. So, getting into this, do you think it's right for an organization like the NFL to essentially get our tax dollars and then they run around and want to compare themselves to actual poverty-stricken people? I think not. What kind of fool is this guy? Like, really? What do you know about being in a bad position? You're catered to. So, shut up. I mean, you're not standing for anything. I mean, the only thing that you're doing is confusing people, especially Maine people, and trying to tell them it's this great cause when it's the most un-American, unpatriotic thing you can do. Wouldn't it make more sense to say, hey, I'm going to stand for the I can't even speak, the American anthem. I'm going to stand for it. And then, after that, I'm going to make it a point to tell people that there's people that are in bad predicaments that need help. Wouldn't that be the thing to do? Put your money where your mouth is. No. He wants to run around and get endorsements from Nike. Yeah, Nike. And claim that he's a true patriot American when he can't even recognize and give the decency that needs to be given to our veterans that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Yeah, the ultimate sacrifice. I'm talking, they went, fought for our freedom, and died. Those are the people that need to be recognized, not you taking a knee on the American national anthem. Ridiculous. Alright, so, this brings us into talking about boycotts. Do you think the Nike boycott that a lot of patriots are pushing around, it's going, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's going around on Facebook. There is a couple hashtags. I did see even a YouTube channel where they were burning all of their Nike gear. So, we need to boil it down. And this is what we need to realize. Alright? Kaepernick is only doing this to make money. He's not doing it because he's trying to make recognition for a cause. And if you think that Nike is going out of their way to promote a just cause, you're sadly mistaken. If you think that's what corporate America has become, you need to do a little bit more research and figure out what these companies are about. Because they're not about you or I. They're about the bottom dollar. So yeah, I will give it to Kaepernick. Good for you. You're making money. It's the American dream. But it gives me my rights to tell you, you're full of shit. Great thing about being an American, people. So, is it right to do? So now let's get into the boycotts. Is a boycott a good idea? I personally think it is, because I don't think Nike should be promoting this type of stuff. I mean, Nike, I thought, prided themselves on being an American patriot company. I'm sorry, but if you're taking a knee for the national anthem, it sounds more like some communist shit to me. So, you tell us what you think. Should we boycott it? I don't know. You tell me. All right, now moving in to with boycotting, let's talk about like buying local. You know, we got jobs coming back to the United States, which is wonderful, which is great, and they're making American products. Shh! Don't tell China. So, now I'm talking about like made in the United States stuff. We have great companies here in the state of Maine. Just like I know a shout out, I believe it's New England Patriot Candle. It's a great Maine company. They make great products. Also, another cool place that's awesome that sells Maine stuff is the Made in Maine shop that is down on Main Street. They have moved into their new building because they moved out of the Stearns building, or Center building, I'm sorry. But they are still down in the concourse, which is awesome. So, I mean, this is the type of stuff that I personally think we should be supporting, because if we're not going to keep our dollars here in our communities, what's going to change? Absolutely nothing. Because if you send your money elsewhere, it sets it up for all of that disconnecting that I'm talking about. The disconnection of what they stand for with the people. Because what I'm getting at is you send $100 to, I don't know, Texas. Say you do it for 50 years. Management in that company is going to change and change and change over that 50 years. It's just inevitable. It's what happens. So the disconnection continues to grow. So in the beginning, there might have been a few people that were very connected to the people, but over time have grown to this crazy thing. So what I'm getting at is, if you are sending your money elsewhere, the disconnection of the rollover of people, they don't care about you. They're going to say, well, it's money that's coming in, and then they think that it's an entitlement, which it's not, but that's how they think, because that's how we've been conditioned to think over time. So buying Maine stuff is great. I mean, look at our timber industry. We have a great timber industry here in the state of Maine. And I also know that there's a guy up in Bangor who makes little toy cars out of wood. And guess what? He gives them to the hospitals for all the little kids that come in and are scared. They get a little cool little wooden toy. So that's made in Maine. The guy does it out of the kindness of his heart. But this is the type of stuff that we should be supporting. I mean, it's not hard. See, I'm always talking about micro causes. Now, you might ask yourself, well, what are you talking about? Micro causes. Now, I'm all for helping out. And if people want to donate money to a cause, that's great. That's wonderful. I'm glad that you're able to do that. Now, what I'm getting at, when I do donations myself, if I can't physically see, touch, or meet the people, I don't donate to it. So that's what I mean by micro causes. Stay donating within your community. Say you hear of a neighbor that needs help, say their kids are in school and they don't have money to buy clothes. Ask them what size clothes their children need. Go out, get it for them. That is a micro cause. And then it brings back to keeping the money here in the community. So if we do these micro cause donations, this is what I like to call them, the impact of that would be so much greater than sending your money to a company that says they're a nonprofit, but then you start reading into their financials, and the money stays at the top of the pyramid. Whoa! I thought I was donating to a cause to help people. No, sir. You're paying their salary is what you're doing. So, that's why I'm a microcause person when it comes to donating. You see a person on the side of the road that has a sign that says, hey, I need food, don't give them money. Go buy them some McDonald's and bring it to them. Go to Walmart and buy them a meal they don't have to cook. Buy them something. Don't just give them money, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of them people, I shouldn't say a lot of them, but some of them are lying. Like the ones that claim that they're veterans and are not. So, instead of that's how you root out these people that want donations, that are not in it for the right reasons. That's why micro causes is the way to go. If you can't physically touch, see, or meet the people, don't donate to it. That's just how I am. If we can take care of our communities first, then we won't need to send money elsewhere. That's what we need to start doing. And I'm not saying that donating to stuff is bad. I'm just saying if you can't physically change it within your community, what's the point of donating to it? Why would you donate to something that you can't see your money make a difference? That's what I'm talking about. So, doing local Maine stuff is the way to go. Because buying made in Maine is awesome. Even if you're listening to this and you're not from Maine, say you're from Massachusetts, buy Massachusetts stuff. Help your state out. Alrighty, I guess getting a little bit down there, got a couple more drags, so you tell me, what do you think? Do you think microcauses are a good idea? Put it down in the comments, let me know what you think. I'm your host, Sean Ross Still, and this is the Surgeon General's warning on Maine First Media.